Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the SMU Mustangs taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather and we'll get started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the SMU Mustangs offense takes the field. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone, and that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football, distributing it to different guys in the passing game. Don't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, SMU! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On the move from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Yellow Jackets offense has the ball for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. He's open on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job of sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, played before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3, and the electric run has him set up. And the Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down for the 16. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play.
And they got him for the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Coverage team gets their job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He'll do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate.
Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here for him.
He smashes his way through again. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down mark. The play action fake. Dances away from the heat. He's going to run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation of timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. These two defenses have had their hits spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz for them. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Try and play action. Oh, he makes the catch. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The RPO, it's complete. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Close to the marker, it's not. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets look to do some damage in the red zone. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Release to the back. Tosses it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big...
And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They got him back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to do.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something big to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback. Right there outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Handoff to the single back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On second down, looking again to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's nothing.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off play action. They're bringing heat. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a cash. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Handoff from the shotgun. Fights off the defender. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some just steamrolling his way through. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return.